Dave, with Michael Grove making his major league debut, what's your expectations of him today, and I guess what's kind of the plan for him?
Michael's, it's kind of, as well as he's pitching, it will dictate how long he goes. It's an exciting day for him, for the Dodgers. It's a good mix. It's fastball, it's slider, it's curveball, it's change, and we'll see. So I think our bullpen's in good shape, considering, and we'll see where it goes.
What have you seen from the offense just in this series, and how do you want to see them attack today?
We've got our hands full. Aaron Nola is a heck of a pitcher, an all-star, really good pitch. But I like the way we're swinging the bats. I do. Up and down the line, taking good at bats. We're slugging, we're getting on base, taking walks. So, this series, it hasn't been the offense.
Dave, Grove hasn't pitched more than 4 innings in any of his minor league starts. If he's effective, how far can you push him with that?
I think 5 innings, depending on stress, efficiency. I think 5 is probably the tops. But yeah, if we can get 4 out of him, that'd be great.
Are you making some roster moves, pitching moves today?
Yeah, I don't know which ones for which, but obviously Clevenger's not here. He's been optioned, Moranta's been optioned, and then we've added obviously Michael, and we're going to have Shane Ray.
Did someone have to go on like the 60-day to make a
I'm sure, but I'm not sure for Greeny. I'm not sure who that was.
And do you kind of expect that this month where you're going to have to do
Yeah.
that a little bit more?
Yeah. We kind of expected that, so yeah.
Hey Dave, what's the psyche of the guys right now on the losing streak?
There's a lot of Metallica going on in the clubhouse. So it's been going on since about 9. So it was an early launch for Metallica, but I think the guys are doing all right.
And what are you playing?
I was listening to worship music, so I'm mellow, and a lot of bad stuff going on in the Northeast, so I'm kind of, that's where my heart's at.
Dave, has the pitching ever been this uncertain since you've been here? Just the whole rotation and the guys coming in and out of injury?
Well, shoot, yes, Bill, there's been times where I think we've had one starter, but as far as like the depth, we're not as deep as we have been in my years here. So we knew that coming in, and obviously to lose Clayton for a couple weeks potentially, certainly is a blow. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Clayton played catch today. I know that in the past that's kind of the first step to him coming back. What was the report you got back on that?
There's still some soreness, and quite frankly, I don't know if it's from the shot or it's from just kind of the back itself. But that's commonplace. So hopefully tomorrow when he plays catch, it subsides, and then does another catch play. And I think Wednesday we're hoping to get a pen there. So we'll see kind of how his progression goes.
You talked about just the execution mistakes pitchers have made in
Yeah.
this series. Are those new? Like, are those popping up for like the first time, or is it when you're facing a team with a lineup like that, they're being punished a little bit more?
I think it's a combo. It's a team that's really swinging the bats well. Obviously, guys are going to make mistakes. It happens every game. With 150 pitches, there's going to be mistakes over the big part of the plate. I just do believe that it's happened more frequently in these first 3 games. And then you kind of layer in on a team that's swinging the bats well. And right now, I haven't seen the league, but Bryce is swinging the bat as well as anyone. So unfortunately, we're missing him today.
Overall, the pitching numbers have been good, but I think we talked about some guys who still had kind of room to get better. Is a series like this almost a little bit of a wake-up call, especially when you face a team that the weather's heating up and the ball jumps a little bit more? It's just kind of a reminder that guys still have to keep getting better.
I wouldn't say wake-up call. I would say more reminder that there's guys on the other side of the field that have bad intentions with the bat. And so it just it's a reminder that execution is paramount. And so you can't take any at-bat for granted. So, yeah.
Do you use the ball anymore?
Yeah.
Because I know cigar balls like 91 off that.
Yeah, it's magically starting to carry a little more in the last 4 days.
Dave, from top to bottom, the West seems as competitive as I can remember. Did that change the way you look at things, or the season's so long, doesn't it change that sense of urgency?
You know what? It doesn't change the sense of urgency, but I'll tell you that the National League West is as good as any division, if not the best in baseball. And it changed in the sense that, you know, you get through this series and hoping to salvage a game against the Phillies, and then now you play 4 against the Diamondbacks, who they already took a series from us. So we need to play good baseball. So yeah, the sense of urgency, there's no kind of, you know, you look at our division, we haven't played well in our division. So teams that we're supposed to beat, we're not beating them. So yeah, I mean, every game's important.
Do you have your pitching plans for Arizona?
You know, obviously Tony's going to start on Monday. Walker's going to start on Wednesday, and then I'm not sure what day or which game Tyler Anderson's going to start in the doubleheader. And then obviously, you know, there's a couple guys we're talking about for that second game. So 3/4 of the way we're almost there.
Is that the other one?
He's in the mix.
Anything new with Edie?
Andrew's day off today. He's going to travel with us on the road, and he'll be throwing pens, and it's coming out really good. So I don't want to put a timeline on it, but I would expect Andrew to be back, you know, at some point and picking up where he left off. It's been really good.
So did he get on a mound yet?
No, not yet.
I do expect that this week.
I expect that this week. Correct. Yeah.
With Muncie, earlier you talked about still having confidence because some of his underlying numbers were better. Those have tailed off a little in the last couple of weeks. Is there any greater level of concern with where he's at right now?
No. I think I'm still right where I was. Certainly, I talked about the underlying. I think as far as swinging the strikes, taking balls, getting on base, there's a little unluckiness in there. I just want him to continue to, you know, take good at bats and expect it to turn. So I'm still kind of in the same space.
Is there a chance you could kind of what you did with Justin earlier, like moving down a couple spots in the lineup?
You know, I might. I gave him a day off yesterday. I gave him one off of in Pittsburgh just to kind of allow him to watch a game and reset. As far as kind of lineup construction, that's a day-to-day thing. I think for me, it's kind of 4 or 5, and if it makes sense to just kind of maybe move down to the 6 here or there. But I know that, you know, the best version of our ball club is if he's hitting 4 or 5.